Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to JR's Basement Podcast, emanating from deep within the bowels of my office. And we have some very big stuff to cover today. We're going to talk a little bit about the corona, the COVID-19. We're going to talk about some current things, and we're going to talk a little bit about the election. So we're going to start off with the biggest news from the past week. President Donald J. Trump came down with the COVID-19, with the Rona. Last Thursday, it was announced that he had contracted the virus, along with many other White House officials. After the debate last Tuesday, and everybody started freaking out. Everybody was saying, "Oh, karma this, karma that. Oh, I can't. I'm happy he got the coronavirus," thinking that some of these people I actually saw they were tweeting out, "I hope he dies" and things like that. But Trump got the coronavirus and ended up going to Walter Reed Medical Center, which is a medical center in Bethesda, Maryland, with some of the best doctors in the world. The big thing for Walter Reed is it's a great hospital. A lot of political folks and a lot of soldiers are there. A lot of amputees from war and things like that. So he goes to Walter Reed. Not much information about what kind of symptoms he has, things like that, but it was kind of precautionary. So he goes, and like 2 days later, I think on Sunday, he did a drive-by, almost kind of like parade thing, and everybody lost their mind. I can't believe he's doing that. That vehicle is hermetically sealed. The Secret Service is susceptible now because they were in the same vehicle with him, and this and that and this and that. And he basically came out and he's like, "Yeah, I got it. I'm not worried about it." I'm going to show you a video here in just a few minutes of what he said after the fact, when he went home, when he went back to the White House on, I believe, Monday evening, where he walked up some stairs and did a little wave type thing to his supporters. Did look a little bit out of breath after walking upstairs. However, the man is 74 years old and just walked up 2 or 3 flights of stairs, and he was gasping for air a little bit. But ultimately, Trump has beaten the Rona, or is beating the coronavirus, the COVID-19. Now, right now I'm going to show you a video that he put out, and I thought it was fantastic. It's everything that I've been saying. It's everything that I thought it needed to be. So let's check that out, and then I'll come back and I'll recap it.
Medical Center, and it's really something very special. The doctors, the nurses, the first responders, and I learned so much about coronavirus. And one thing that's for certain, don't let it dominate you. Don't be afraid of it. You're going to beat it. We have the best medical equipment. We have the best medicines, all developed recently. And you're going to beat it. I didn't feel so good. And 2 days ago, I could have left 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I felt great, like better than I have in a long time. I said just recently, better than 20 years ago. Don't let it dominate. Don't let it take over your lives. Don't let that happen. We have the greatest country in the world. We're going back to work. We're going to be out front. As your leader, I had to do that. I knew there's danger to it, but I had to do it. I stood out front. I led. Nobody that's a leader would not do what I did. And I know there's a risk, there's a danger, but that's okay. And now I'm better, and maybe I'm immune. I don't know. But don't let it dominate your lives. Get out there. Be careful. We have the best medicines in the world, and it all happened very shortly, and they're all getting approved, and the vaccines are coming momentarily. Thank you very much. And Walter Reed, what a group of people. Thank you very much.
Okay, so in this video, you can see, you can hear him say, "Don't let it control your life," which is exactly what you need to do. If you get the coronavirus, you get the coronavirus. You fight it. You try to beat it. And it's a lot like when somebody gets cancer, there's two ways that they'll go about it. Number one, they'll be defeated right away. Right away. And a lot of times, what happens in that situation is cancer will overtake them and they will ultimately pass away. I'm not saying you're going to beat cancer every single time just with a mindset. However, a mindset is very, very important. The mindset is important in anything that you do. If you set out to do something and you say, I am going to do this, I am going to beat this, and you have that mindset, you have a much better chance of doing what you want to do, of accomplishing what you're trying to accomplish. And that's exactly what he's saying. Don't let it consume you. Don't let it control your life, which is exactly what I've been saying since day one. Now, you all know my thoughts on the coronavirus. Yes, it's a virus. Yes, it can be dangerous for some people. But folks, Donald Trump is 74 years old, eats a steady diet of fast food, Diet Coke, and well-done steaks. And this man was in the hospital for 2 days, came home, and went back to work. He didn't let it consume him. He didn't let it become a part of his life, really. Now, I know there's people that say, well, he had access to the best medical staff and best medical drugs and this and that in the world. Well, yeah, he sure did. He's the president of the United States. He shouldn't he? If it was Barack Obama or George Bush or George Clinton, Bill Clinton or any other politician, they would have said, oh, I sure hope he does great. I sure hope he gets better soon. But there's so much division in this country that there's kind of three groups of people. There was the hardcore Republicans that were, oh, pray for Trump and I hope he's going to beat this and this and that. Then on the other side, there was the hardcore left that wanted him to die. And in my opinion, if you were rooting for Donald Trump, President Donald J. Trump, to die of the coronavirus, you should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, and you should leave the country. If you are rooting for a sitting president, and yes, he is still the sitting president for about 3 more weeks at least, or longer than that if you want to go out to Inauguration Day in January. If you're rooting for a sitting president to die, you are an awful person. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm done sugarcoating things for everybody, actually. I keep my mouth shut on social media and I just let people say what they want. But in my own opinions, he is the sitting president of the United States, the most powerful man on earth. Whether you like him or not, he is the president of the United States of America. And if you are rooting for him to die of the coronavirus, you are part of the problem. Now, there's another aspect of this that I want to touch on. Now, this is a conspiracy theory. However, I think it deserves a little bit of attention. So they traced back this outbreak of the COVID-19 and everybody that got it in Washington at the White House to Cleveland, where the debate was. Now, that is what it is. However, if this started in Cleveland at the debate, I would like somebody to explain to me how all of these Republican tied to the White House folks, there was like 15 or 20 of them. Chris Christie, Kellyanne Conway, the press secretary, I can never remember her name, Melania, Donald Trump, all of these people were infected with the coronavirus. However, nobody on the left, None of the Democratic folks, none of the Democrats contracted it. Was this an attempted assassination of the President of the United States? It's a stretch. It is a big stretch. But it doesn't make sense if this all started in Cleveland at that hospital and Donald Trump, Melania, Kellyanne Conway, all of the Chris Christie, all of these people got the coronavirus. It all started there. Now, they say the super spreader event was in the Rose Garden for the Supreme Court nomination thing that they had. But if it all came from Cleveland, how is it that nobody on that right, on the left side, none of those Democrats contracted the coronavirus? I want you to think about that. Now, I know it's a stretch. It is a conspiracy theory, 130%, because there's no way to prove it unless somebody comes forward. But is that, could it have happened? Could it have been planted? Because they were all probably together, probably not wearing masks, because Donald Trump and his mask thing. Could it have happened? It could have. It definitely could have. So the good news is the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, has made a great recovery very quickly, and was very thankful to the medical staff and everybody at Walter Reed Medical Center. And I'm happy about that. If you're not happy that he recovered, get the hell out of the country and go to communist Cuba, go to North Korea and see how that works for you. See how it works for you. So that's where we are. Now, moving on. We have entered into a season that I affectionately call Han Solo season. Yes, folks, it is officially fall here in the great state of Minnesota in the upper Midwest, honestly. And I like to call it Han Solo season. Now, this is why. So, once it gets a little bit colder, the pumpkin patches are open, the apple orchards are open, you can walk down the street, you can go to Walmart, Target, anywhere, and you will see this. Yes, you will see all of these, let's say between 15-year-old to, God, I think it goes up to 40 or 50 at this point, wearing the black leggings or jeans. Some of them put a little spin on it. The boots, the white long sleeve shirt or sweatshirt, and the vest. Now, you can see Han Solo up there, he wore the same damn thing. So that is why I call it Han Solo season, because everybody's wearing, all the girls are wearing the same thing. Some dudes too, I'm sure. But Han Solo season is upon us. So while you are out driving, make sure to pay attention, because we don't want to hurt these folks, because they're probably walking down the street holding their cell phone, checking TikTok or Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and in one hand, and in the other hand they have their pumpkin spice lattes. Now I have been a big, I've always said it, leggings are not pants, folks. Leggings are not pants, period. Wear a skirt, wear a pair of pants, wear shorts, whatever. Leggings are not pants, period. Now, if you're a little girl like my younger girls, they wear the stretchy pants or whatever, that's perfectly fine, because they're little girls. They have matching little outfits with their little legging, stretchy pants, whatevers. But if you are a grown adult, leggings are not pants. I've said it in the past, how comfortable people are at this point of going out in their leggings and in their pajamas and in their shorts and all of that makes me uncomfortable. I'm old school. If I'm going to the store, if I'm even running to Quick Trip, it could be 2 a.m. and my wife says, I need something from Quick Trip or I need something from the store. You know what? I'm getting dressed. I'm putting some jeans on, I'm putting a t-shirt on, and I'm putting a hat on. I'm not going out in my pajamas. Society as a whole has gotten too comfortable with being comfortable. Before you go out, make yourself respectable. I don't want to see your pajamas. Your pajamas belong in bed, at home. Put on some damn clothes. All right, enough about that. Han Solo season is upon us. Winter is coming. And in our last segment here, I would like to talk a little bit about the election. The election is just over 3 weeks away, I believe, to 2 or 3 weeks away. And there's a lot of key things that are happening. So with the election only being 3 weeks away, the both sides are ramping up the division. They are ramping up Republican versus Democrat, left versus right, man versus woman, American versus American. And it bothers me. I've said it time and time again. We will not fix what is wrong with this country until we eliminate the two-party system. Now, you can identify as a Republican or you can identify as a Democrat or whatever you want. However, at heart, we are all American. It doesn't matter what party you're on. So right now, the big thing, as of yesterday, so Donald Trump tweeted out that he had advised his aides to stop negotiations with the Democrats about this stimulus package or deal. And they wanted him to focus more on confirming his Supreme Court nominee. Well, that got everybody in an uproar of, oh, he only cares about himself. He doesn't care about the American people. Guess what, folks? Congress has had literally 6 months to get a damn stimulus package done, and they can't agree on anything because this side wants a whole bunch of bailout money for all these failed programs and failed states and all this garbage. This side wants a whole bunch of bailout money for all their buddies, and nobody in Congress, not one damn person in Congress gives 2 cents about you. They don't care about you. Now there might be there's some good people out there, but they don't give 2 shits about you. All they care about is lining the pockets of their special interests, of all their donors and all of those people. They've had 6 months to figure out, you know what, the American people might need a little bit of a boost. Let's give them $1,200 a piece. Let's give them $1,000 a piece per month, whatever they want to give. Now, I'm not begging for a handout. I'm working overtime, actually. My wife's working. I don't need a handout. I'm not relying on this stimulus package. If they want to send me some money, hell yeah, I'll take it. Why not? I got 4 kids, a wife, a mortgage, 2 dogs, a cat, car payment, all of that. I'm not going to turn down free money. Mama didn't raise no fool. However, everybody's complaining that, oh my God, he said stop the negotiations. They've been negotiating for 6 months. You can't wait another 3? You can't wait another 3 damn months or 3 damn weeks? These politicians don't care about you. They never have. Maybe when they started out, they thought, you know what, I want to create some change. But then they were getting donations from all these people. Go to a political rally. Wear a mask if you're going to a political rally. You don't want to catch the Rona. Go watch a video of the political rally. You'll see Joe Biden showing up on his airplane or a airplane with a sign that says, Biden Harris, text whatever to this number to donate. They want your money. That's all they care about. They want to tax the hell out of you. They want to take the income tax out of your paycheck. Then they want to charge you tax on your home, tax on everything you buy. And then let's say you get a bonus from work because you've worked your butt off as an essential worker during this coronavirus. Guess what? They're going to tax that shit at least about 45 to 50%. Tell me how that's right. I work overtime. I work about 15 hours of overtime every week. Sometimes I wonder why, because the government's taking 50% of that. Why should the government take 50% of my wages for working overtime, my time? Somebody answer that. There's a reason I'm seriously considering running for office. Now, I won't run Republican, I won't run Democrat, I'll run American. Because I care about the people around me. I care about my fellow man. I don't care about donors. I ran for school board. You know how many donations I got for running for school board? You know how much? I think I got $25 from one group. $25. And I think I used that to buy, I don't even remember what I used it for, but $25. Now you got other people like the people that got elected that spent thousands of dollars on getting elected to the school board. I got $25, folks. The rest of it came out of my pocket, and I maybe spent $200-300. But the election itself is creating more division in this country, because now everything that the president does is scrutinized beyond belief. Everything that Biden does is scrutinized beyond belief. And the biggest thing that annoys me is all these mailers they send out. The mailers, the emails, the calls, the text messages. I get text messages from people saying, this is so-and-so from the Republican or Democratic, blah, blah, blah. Can we count on your vote? One of them asked if I was voting for Biden. I said, please lose my number. I don't think that's going to happen. The big one in this area is Dan Feehan versus Jim Hagedorn. And who knows? I like Dan Feehan. Jim Hagedorn's been in office for quite a while. Not a huge fan of him. He hasn't done anything to me. He hasn't done anything for me either. So there you go. Now, if I had my choice, I'd say, you know what? Every single person at the federal level in Congress, you're out. You're out. If you want to get back in, you wait 4 years, and then you run again. 2-term limit. Ilhan Omar needs to be prosecuted for voter fraud. I don't know if you've seen that video, but go check that out. But yeah, all the mailers, the emails, the calls. You know how much money is spent during the political season that could be spent much better in other areas? It's ridiculous. Now, I mentioned this before. It's all division, Democrat versus Republican. Are we already in, or are we currently in, the new Civil War? Now, the first Civil War, that was the North versus the South. It was about slavery. It was all of that. Now, are we shooting our fellow countrymen? No. However, people will tell you we're heading towards a new Civil War. We're already in it, folks. I'll tell you right now, we're already in a new Civil War. But this time, it's not a physical war. It's an emotional war. It's a psychological war. Go on Facebook, because I guarantee all of you have a friend that is Democrat and a friend that is Republican. Post something good about the president, see what the Democrats say. Post something bad about the president, see what your Republican friends say. We're already in a civil war. It's just happening digitally, if you will. It's gotten to the point where it's like social media needs to go away. Twitter, Facebook, all that. Wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if they went away. I'll go on Twitter, social media every now and then just to take a look or see whose birthday it is, because I wouldn't remember. But we are already in a new civil war, folks. And let me tell you something. If Donald Trump is reelected in November, I'm scared to think of what is going to happen with the Democrats. We saw what happened in 2016 when he was elected. Everybody lost their mind. Oh my God, this is so terrible. I want somebody to tell me, how has your life changed? And I'm sure people's lives have changed. How has your life changed for the worse during the presidency of Donald Trump? How has it changed for the better? That's how you should be voting. You should be looking at it saying, all right, the last 4 years, how has my life changed? Is my life better than it was in 2016? Is my life worse than it was in 2016? And turn off the news, turn off CNN, Fox News, NBC, all of that. Turn all of that off. Turn off the social media and just think, How has my life changed in the last 4 years while Donald Trump is president? And then that's how you should determine who you're going to vote for, how you're going to vote. Now, don't look at it as, well, the coronavirus happened during Donald Trump and this and that and this and that. No, don't take coronavirus into effect, because the coronavirus at this point is 130% political. Completely. Think about your personal life. Is my life better or worse than it was 4 years ago? If it's better, maybe you need to vote for Donald Trump. Maybe it'll get even better. If it's worse, maybe you need to vote for Joe Biden. Maybe you need a little change. Maybe you need to vote third party. Vote American. Think about it, folks. Well, that is about going to do it for me. Got a little bit heated today, I'll tell you that much. The corona isn't going nowhere for at least another 3 weeks till the election's over. Then something miraculous is going to happen. You mark my words. Within the next month or two, something just miraculous, miracle. Oh my God, this is sent down from God above. It's going to happen sometime between now and January. And I welcome it. Watch out for the Han Solos out there. All the pumpkin spice latte drinking, Instagram watching, TikTok video making, leggings, boots, and vest wearing folks. Don't hit them with your car, because they're not going to be paying attention when they cross the street, because they're just glued. And the election, start doing your research. Do your independent research on who you're going to vote for. And try to stay off of social media as much as possible. It's toxic, completely toxic. Be happy. Be good to people. Just spread happiness. Enough with the division. We're all Americans. We're not Native American. We're not white American, Caucasian American. We're not African American. We're not Asian American. We're not anything American. We are American. We are American, folks. America! Until next week, I wish you good night. I wish you good luck. Skol Vikings! Roll the boat. Sky you ma. Go Twins. And be good to people. We'll see you.